good news for you Kansas City Royals fans out there. The Royals have extended catcher Salvador Perez to a 4-year, $82 million extension. It becomes the largest contract in Royals history. Believe it or not, this franchise really isn't money based like a lot of other teams out there, like the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Red Sox. All those teams got a lot of cash, man. But the Royals aren't really like those kind of teams if you really think about it. But he was named the 2020 AL Comeback Player of the Year after he suffered some injuries the last seasons before 2020. So good to see that he still got the energy within him. And this was reported by ESPN News Services. So, Mario, you go first. What do you think of Salvador Perez staying with the Royals?
First of all, congratulations to Salvador Perez. Obviously, if you watch MLB, you know about Salvador Perez. I mean, the guy has done basically all there really is to do in the MLB. I mean, personally, Nate, if you want to make the argument, I think you can make an argument that he could be that he could be a first ballot Hall of Famer by the time it's all said and done. You could make that argument. Now, am I saying it's like a done deal? No. What I'm saying is you can make that argument. Obviously, he was 2020's comeback player of the year, I believe. Um, so 2020, he had a batting average of 333. He had 32 RBIs, 50 hits, 22 runs. Um, and home runs wise, I'm looking at the website right now. He had 11. And you also got to remember this was 2020, a very short 2020 season. So not really a lot of people had like a huge amount of success. Really, it was a short season, so you were able to work with what you had. But as for like accolades wise in his career, I mean, he's a six-time All-Star. He's a 2015 World Series champion. He's a five-time Gold Glove winner. I mean, to be
World
honest with
Series
you, Nate,
MVP.
I'm sorry.
The World Series MVP.
Right. Yeah. So to be honest with you, Nate, I couldn't see why this dude wouldn't be a Hall of Famer right now. But he is continuing for 4 more years, which I mean, congratulations to him. I always thought like catching wise, he was a very consistent catcher. Now, honestly, do I think like guys now have came up and kind of like surpassed him due to like right after like right during the time he had his injury? Yeah, like for instance, JT Realmuto, I believe is a great catcher right now. Wilson Contreras, obviously, like people can go when healthy. Gary Sanchez, that's another story
Yasmani
for
Grandal.
Yasmani
Christian
Grandal, right?
Vasquez
So
is in the conversation as well.
yeah, but I mean, like going through like catchers who really like surpassed him. To be honest with you, Nate, I believe he's between 3 and 5, top 3 and 5 in the league easily. Because I think right now, to be honest, my personal opinion, I think JT Realmuto is like probably the best one yet. I think right now, JT Realmuto, if you were to go right now, my opinion, I think he is the best catcher. And I think right below him is Wilson Contreras. But then there, you could definitely make an argument for Salvador Perez being right below them. And it's weird because like Salvador Perez, go back 5 years, and this guy was being talked about a lot in the MLB. Go 5 years later, going to 2020 and 2021, he's not as talked about. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like his name was kind of like we know who he is, but it's kind of like his name was just like kind of like it kind of went
Distant
with the fog.
memory.
Yeah, like it kind of went with the fog. But hey, look, he got this 4 year contract, and I think it's time for that Salvador Perez, like proves to people like, look, I'm still that same guy that I was from 2015, despite this injury. I came back, I was comeback player of the year. I'm still performing at a high level. I'm still a top five catcher in this league. Don't forget my name. So I mean, with that being said, I believe this was a great signing by the Kansas City Royals. Like you said, obviously they don't have the money that the New York Yankees team does or Los Angeles Dodgers team has. But with the money that they had, I believe that signing Salvador Perez and re-signing him was absolutely a big deal. And I believe that was a big, important move for them to make. So with that being said, congratulations to Salvador Perez, and I wish him and the Kansas City Royals the best of luck.
Yeah, as do I. Congratulations to Salvador Perez and the Royals. I think this is a guy they need to keep for a little while longer to try and make another playoff team like they did a few years back. Because when Salvador Perez was there, like he had the vet presence, but it like if they were to have a playoff team now, he wouldn't have had as nearly as much of a veteran presence then as he would now. So I think them keeping Salvador Perez, he's been a veteran in his team for a long time. I do think that this was a good idea. Now the Royals still got a lot of work to get done. Obviously they're not the best of teams. They can go out and get players. They can go out and get a farm system. They can go get players in their farm system. But when it comes to free agency and signings, obviously the one thing that's against them is their salary cap and in their sports market. They're not a very big market. Unlike the Chiefs who are right across the street from them, they're not as big as in the market as they are with the Chiefs. So that's gonna be against them. But hey, man, you're taking those little baby steps. You take the little baby steps, and in a few years you should be golden. So I don't know what's gonna happen with the Kansas City Royals. I think this is something we're gonna have to seeing for ourselves and moving forward. I do wish Salvador Perez and the Kansas City Royals the best of luck, and I'm interested